Alright, hello and welcome to another Kriegsspiel Society live game. Today we are doing the Battle of Long Island in the American Revolutionary War. The teams are set. We're doing initial screenshots and orders. And I can't say anything more because Hal's here. I need to go somewhere else. Good luck, Hal.
Goodbye.
Disperse.
So with the new, am I going to be second in command or something? I don't really know.
You're a second in command. You're second in command.
Yeah, you're both
Right.
in charge.
Oh, constables.
I'm sure that'll cause
lovely. What a mess.
All
Alright,
I'll
channels.
I'll be somewhere.
Let's start this game. Go, team, go.
I think Washington, Putnam, and Alexander are starting together, so you guys can hang out here.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to my.
Sullivan's got to go, and Alexander's here. All right, you guys are good. Good luck.
All right.
Away from Wolcott.
Yeah, I don't think my guys are a mile and a half, so I don't think they'd see him yet. There's a lot of terrain in the way. All right, I'll be back.
Wolcott sees me here. Okay.
My guys have a movement. Bad.
Ethan, do you need a quick overview on
Is it should be Hurd, Alexander, and Putnam, or Hurd, Alexander, and Washington, or Putnam, Alexander, and Washington?
Putnam, Alexander, and Washington?
Third is mine.
What a mess.
Putnam. Okay. So movement
You were
rules. So movement rules. So you've got these two guys, which actually probably aren't going to move much. But so if they're deployed in line, they go half distance on even nice terrain, which would be like 5 grid, like that. But basically where they're at, it's all trees and hills and farms and stuff. So any movement's going to be like a 2.5 or less if they're doing any kind
Sure.
of.
So 5 is like max.
Yeah. And now if they went in the column and got on the road, then they could go 10.
Yeah.
That's about it. So
what about sight range? What would you say?
so
So I've already given Bird his thing, and I said, oh, he's on a hill, so I'd just extend it a bit.
yeah. So
I feel like I overdid it a tiny bit.
let me
but,
let me see what you
know.
did. No, what you did is fair actually. And if he went on this hill here, he could maybe see a smidge more.
Yeah.
But what you did's about right. That's about what I'd do.
Okay. No worries then.
And then once he gets into combat and there's more smoke, that will make him see less.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Alright, no worries. I'll go get on those orders then.
Alright, go for it. So I've got 4 umpires besides myself. We had a couple very last minute additions to the game. So we had to do some scrambling to add player spots and whatnot, but we got that sorted out quickly. And it's a good thing I had extra umpires because originally we were just going to have 3, maybe 2. There's 5 of us, so we can easily handle it. And at the moment, I don't have anyone I'm responsible for, so I'm just waiting for orders, and we can do. Well, we probably won't have combat this first turn. So yeah. In terms of plans, you can kind of see the British are going in 4 columns up these roads. Contrary to the historically they pushed. They kind of demonstrated here and here to be a distraction, and then they did a really long march over. Is either this one or this one is the Jamaica Pass. I think it's this one. They did like a 17-mile march through the night, and then came here, and so by mid-morning they were behind the. This is pretty good defensive terrain on the mountains. The heights of Brooklyn. So they came in behind them and on the flank. So completely caught the Americans by surprise, captured a bunch. But they stopped for the day here. Americans had pretty good defenses, so they stopped. They didn't want to push. Which if they had, they may have captured like most of the American army and finished the war. But they stopped. They waited, and it bought the Americans enough time to escape into Manhattan. But in this game, the British are going more directly. Even they got a semi-big flank attack here, but it's not. They're going to see it and be able to stop it. So a bit more direct. Obviously, the British way outnumber the Americans, but the Americans have the advantage of terrain. And I just remembered that I promised a couple of defenses that I never gave. So I'm doing that now. Because they would have had time to do something. So I'll give a couple of those. Because the Americans, and the I've been tweaking my rules for American Revolution a lot, tried a couple different things, and what I've settled on is something pretty similar to my Civil War rules. Actually, the exact same as my Civil War rules, which are very simple, straightforward, easy to do, and quick to run. The only difference basically is at what disruption level different units break. So it takes into account the fact that militia break really early and something like grenadiers break a lot later. And McPanzer's sitting here listening to me talk to myself and the audience.
It was a beautiful speech. Can confirm everything he said is gospel.
I got a quick question.
Yep.
Canister, does it exist?
Not so much for the Revolutionary War, so I don't know.
Okay.
The whites of their.
So what's the distance? We're at like 1.8.
Yep. I had a quick question. Where's Erskine?
Erskine
He's
is
with me.
over here.
He's
He's in
behind
Percy's column.
Thank you.
Alright, where is her? Where's Herd at?
Herd is over here.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I did say I'm doing dispatches, didn't I?
Told my guys if they want to at me, I can get theirs. Mine are just going to be walking for the longest time, so I don't
Alright.
mind doing lessons.
Alright.
Well, longest,
Putnam went to Herd,
2 rounds maybe.
and then Washington and Alexander are trying to get on a hill to view the best they can the
All right.
situation, so.
Well, they could get down here, I guess. Where's Alexander?
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They get a very wide view, I guess.
What about this column? Who's got this side? Are they moving up? Do we know?
Who is?
Oh, yep, they're moving up.
It looks like.
And then
I've got the end of it.
who's got? I forget who's got this one. Is this Ethan?
That's McPadden. We've already moved them 10.
Oh, you moved them. Okay. All right. So they got another round to see each other, and then another round to maybe make contact, which is fine.
Real Hal has arrived, so Discount Hal is asking for a independent command.
Okay, let me create that.
Specifically, he wants them to command kind of this force right here.
Okay, that's very doable, Donup. Let me
And I'll just take him. So
thank you for that. Let me make Donup. Where did I put?
both of these forces have skirmishers in front of them, so I think they would stop before actually hitting the main American line.
No combat yet this turn.
Okay.
So
Is the rest of this line in the center moving up? I only ask because my guy in the back is moving with them if they do.
They're going to move up to right about here.
Do you want me to move them for you?
Sure. They basically had to wait for the second
Sure.
division of the left column. And then I'm just going to form these guys into line because I think that's what they would do.
Okay, I'm moving Discount How to Don up. And I'm going to give him a screenshot.
I've got a whole bunch of lag here for some reason.
Oh, is How with him?
I don't know. Someone moved him up here, so
Okay.
it's going to be easier that way anyway because he's going to need to brief him.
Well, if it's the same How. Is Clinton with How? No, they split. Okay.
Yeah, Clinton's going to the left column. Howe didn't really give me orders where he wanted to go, so
Okay. Is everyone moved then? I guess the
I
artillery.
think so.
Well, no, that artillery. No, that could start firing. It's up on a hill. Objects. Ooh, it's big.
It's a big one.
I should have made the map. I should have redone the map. Let's see. So they can fire, and they. We'll say they can fire. But since it just started, we won't roll for it. We'll just say it. Ooh, it's big too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh no! All the round shells.
You know what?
disappeared.
I take it back. Let's have them order the fire. We'll let them. Artillery commanders seeking their guidance to order. Okay. Are we ready for 815 screenshots?
I think so.
All right.
Yep.
So who has Don up? Is that Scripps?
Right.
He's with Hal. Right?
Now I have currency. Yeah, I have currency, and then Alexander and Washington moved to Welcott. So whoever has Welcott can get them. I think that's.
Or just move.
Or do you want me to get them? I don't know.
I don't think Donoff has a. No, he has a check.
Where did Putnam go?
He went over to Hurd.
He went to Hurd.
Yeah, he's over at Hurd.
Okay, so Putnam's with Hurd. So let me do that. And Alexander and Washington and Wolcott are together. Okay. Yep, go ahead and do screenshots.
Just to make things more complicated.
And then Don up Howe. So Clinton's on his own now. And Don up and Howe are together.
I don't know if they could see on top of that. They can see that one, but not here.
Yeah,
Where's Wilcox again? No, there he is.
I moved him already, but okay. Let me check your guys' screenshots, make sure they're okay.
I didn't
Looks
start
good.
with mine yet, Chase.
Looks good. Oh yeah, I did some of them, huh?
Stop taking my work. This isn't art.
If Cornwallis is with someone, I got a channel so he can talk, but I don't think he is with anyone yet, so that's easy.
This is 815.
Yeah,
or
eight.
10815.
Yep,
0815.
815. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Let's see.
that's right. With the British, I had to remember.
Oh, and I'm doing dispatches, so don't worry about that.
All right.
And I'll write 815 in some of the channels too. Save you a smidge of time.
That's all for later.
Now got one guy to look after. Absolutely winning.
I think I've got 4 now, so we can conscript it on the my side.
No, not extra work. You can't make me.
No, I shouldn't make you. There's a difference. This is a valuable difference.
I was doing some. Oh, dispatches. That's right. What was I doing?
Looks like a big pork chop.
Putnam and Washington.
It's the best pork chop. It's pork
Yeah,
chop. Is
I figure like they don't see up these hills because they're hills and stuff. So
Yeah.
just big pork chop.
Oh, that's an old one. Alexander, who wrote one? Oh, Wolcott wrote one. To Putnam.
I will say, I do enjoy it when players have some role play in their dispatches, but when the role play is like 20 different words and you have the information scattered without, I'm tempted to burn the dispatch.
All right, so I got Leslie and whatever you say it, and then everybody else is good with the right. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
I did dispatches there already. Does someone want me to help with screenshots?
I just got one more, so I'm good.
I got my screenshots done, so I'm gonna go get order.
Okay.
Are you doing? I gotta do Putnam and Hurd, don't I? Let's see. Here.
Putnam and who?
I can do
Putnam
Hurd.
and Hurd.
I'll do Hurd real fast.
How?
They're
Already got
in
him.
the same spot, so
yep.
I'll be done.
They're all together. That works.
well, they're close enough.
Yeah, they are. That's fine.
I do like. Wonder if this was done with watercolors when it was made.
I don't know, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Better than some maps that you'd think would be like well done.
Let me get some dice in there. Get ready. And some musket smoke and my disruption markers.
Putnam and Hurd in the same place. I just got giga trolled there. I'm so annoyed.
What?
They pinged an open chat and like just by muscle memory I clicked on the VC.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Alright, I'll get Hurd and Putnam and down.
Okay.
Hold on. Major General William Alexander says he doesn't have a text channel.
Alexander doesn't have a text channel.
Apparently so. That's what he says. I'll let you figure it out. I'll get.
It's there, but he. Oh, I never added him. Hold on. Now he does. Oh, does he have? I guess he has the voice channel. So 8:15. Where's Alexander? This is chaotic. More chaotic than normal. I'll wait till everyone gets back. I'm not sure if someone has Washington. Although maybe I said I would. So that might be my fault.
I think you said you would after he stopped being co-located in a bundle. I think whoever had the
That's
other
right.
guy,
That's
Alexander.
right. Which he still is co-located, so.
Yeah, they're just like a happy traveling party. I think this is only my 5th or 6th Thursday, but I've never seen this many people on a Thursday.
We doing combat? What's going on? Are you? Who do you have?
Leslie and Cornwallis, the absolute tail end of the British Army.
Yeah, so nothing on your end yet. Leslie didn't want to send
I'm
his
gonna let-
dragoons forward.
He wanted to keep him at the head of his column. I'm gonna let him see like the line this turn. It's a little far, but
Yeah. That's... Everyone's getting nice and deployed. Americans got good reserves. Question of where do they deploy them now?
Right.
And the Wolcott up here in the front, he could get flanked on the east side if he's not careful. But they got, who's back here? Scott could come, although that's just militia, but could reinforce Wadsworth on the ridge. What on earth?
This is what he wanted.
What are you doing, Wolfton?
What's what he doing?
I don't know. I guess that movement's
No, I didn't mean to do that.
not too far. Nope. Don't go any further. I'll go about face. That's about what they do. Normally I'm having to talk to someone. Now I'm just sitting and waiting. Well, as soon as combat starts, I can roll combat. While I'm
Right,
waiting.
yeah.
So we're going to be 8:30 next.
James, are the British light battalions any different?
The light should be able to move faster if they're independent. Yeah,
I mean, they're independent with. Maybe I'll want to
oh yeah, they're just
give them another 2.
really if they deploy, they should be more like skirmishers. So
Like-
they would,
Napoleonic flank companies do. I don't really know what 18th century flank companies do.
yeah. So they really should be connected with someone else, but they'd probably have less pushing power on like a bayonet charge. But I mean, overall, they're going to be about the same.
They're the smaller independent thinkers. I just didn't know if you wanted them mechanically doing 2 units of movement.
All right, is anyone shooting at anyone this turn?
What's this? This artillery over on my side is. I don't remember what this is. Arson's brigade.
They're shooting over. If it weren't for the ridges, I wouldn't allow going over the heads, but that's, maybe these guys will get out of the way.
Funny enough, Putnam and Sullivan swapped places because they both moved towards each other.
That's right. Alright, so we got first blood. Wow, I should have made all the pieces bigger. Alright, so Clinton's brigade's starting to get hit by artillery.
Oh, and these guys are firing if they're in range.
I would say they're in range.
In the center here, behind Clinton, there's Smith's brigade. My guy said follow Howe. I don't know that he knows where How is.
Well, you can have him sit there.
Oh, never mind. The artillery went the same way.
About that, one of the players had a lot of questions.
No worries. So besides that one artillery, is there any other combat? Are these
I
guys?
think there's this infantry. Yeah, I think
Where
they're.
it's pushing forward and attempting to take the works.
All right. Well, we'll let them. We'll do a volley round first. If you guys want to help copy the smoke for me, I'll do some rolls.
Is Cornwallis saying that he's following Clinton to the left?
Yes.
here?
So,
Yep. So he said How, but he thinks the artillery at the back of the column is How's.
Okay, I believe that's Clinton's artillery. So
I think it is too, but his intent was to follow the thing right in front of him. He just called it How's.
I'm just curious, how much men is in like a regiment and militia?
these regiments, I think it's like 600 ish.
Okay.
I think the Donop's getting too fancy with it here.
All right. Yeah, it's harder when it's smaller. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Delete the orange thing, and we're ready for 8:30.
Was there an American repulsed here, or is that just
Repulsed? No, they were just clearing room for the artillery to not get shot in their heads.
Alright. Well, I will begin screenshots then.
Grab mine too, then it was
Oops.
So I still. There was no mistakes made. This is not scuffed.
My screenshots are perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. They're all works of art.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the attitude we need here.
Everything's perfect. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong.
Can whoever, if Washington's in your same screenshots, will you do that for me? I guess Wolcott, whoever's in Wolcott and all that.
Yeah, I'll do Washington then.
I wrote 8:30. I am doing the dispatches now. Are the co-locations changed for anyone? Have you guys?
Not yet.
I mean,
Sullivan and Putnam, or Hurd rather, they're just gone between them.
Howe and Clinton are co-located, but I haven't moved them in the same channel yet.
okay, let me do them. So Howe and Clinton. And then Putnam and Sullivan.
Donop's going on.
No, Hurd just moved between the two. I've already done it.
Okay. All right, we're good then. So
Ah,
I'm just waiting on dispatches to post photos.
don't wait on the dispatch. Just do your photo.
Oh, okay, no worries then.
Didn't actually mean move, but you know. Are we good to go get orders?
Yep.
finish up my screenshots. Must be nice having the snip tool.
Mhm.
Indeed.
I'm messing up. Scuffed screenshots, let's go.
I'm in Washington.
Wizard never makes mistakes. He captures exactly what he intends to. Honestly, I might just not give them borders on their screenshot. What do you think?
I don't. It usually works out.
Borders.
I thought James was still here
I
for
have
Washington.
to Hal from Leslie. Why would you write
Was this a love letter?
to Cornwallis from Leslie?
Okay, I'm gonna go get my orders now.
No, just too much work.
To Percy from Leslie. I should take.
Is Leslie?
I should take a lot.
He's gonna run out of paper.
I'm gonna not deliver that because that's gonna take forever. I shouldn't have done the other ones too.
Sure.
Too late. I missed it.
Too late to apologize.
I should have done a super delay on that.
Yeah.
Done up Leslie. I guess I can delete
Must
it.
have been the Eagles.
I'll
The
delete
Eagles
it.
delivered the
We'll
letter.
see if they noticed. Clinton.
Right. I will finally do my job and get orders. Adios.
See. Oh. That's, Gentlemen, I apologize that no one came to you. What are your orders?
So can I do my 8:15 orders, or do I have to do them at 8:30? Because I have
8:30.
one-
8:30.
Just,
Okay,
just
that's
give
fine.
orders.
I'm going to ride back to Scott's brigade and have them move up to reinforce the Wadsworth's brigade's left flank, sort of shore up that position.
Washington.
I will be moving towards Nixon's brigade in Alexander's reserve division.
Okay. And Wolcott.
These are 8:30 orders, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm with the McDougal Brigade. Our orders are to keep firing at the
Fire.
British Brigade. Well, are they actually? I think because last time I got updated, they weren't actually musket range.
Not
So-
quite, but if they get close, they'll fire. Your units will fire.
Okay. Well, I know then. Plan is to continue holding and whittle them down if they advance until we appear to be getting overrun, and then we're to fall back. I also believe the Wadsworth Brigade battery was in range, is what I was last told. Is that incorrect?
Let's see. Yep, in range. So have it fire.
Yeah, they were firing since 8:15.
Oh, okay.
But then yeah, they're going to continue if the British aren't reacting.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Somehow we missed Washington, Alexander, and Wolcott last turn.
Ruh-roh.
I got him, but
Oh, good. Is there a ballpark that you're calling musket range in terms of grids?
so like 200. So 2 is like the max range.
Totally fine. This guy just said, keep me out of musket range
Okay.
of a static position.
No worries. Oh, these guys look like they're firing.
Quick question.
Yes.
In the absence of the commander for a brigade,
Uh-huh.
next player of similar or higher rank be able to command them?
Possibly. I mean, they should be assigned to whoever their division was, but I mean, it's
Well, I ask this because over on my side, Sullivan left his 2 brigades on the right, went
Uh-huh.
left, is now coming back right, and Putnam wants to order the militia over.
well, Putnam's in charge, so yeah, he can take over and do that.
Cool.
I need my disruptions.
Is Herd a player?
Herd is
Yes.
a player, yes. Hey, who's got Wolcott?
I do, but he said he already gave you orders.
I got him. They got missed for 8:15 somehow.
Oh, I was in his channel. I asked for them.
Okay, I don't know. Washington and yeah, I got him anyway. But yeah, we're good.
Okay. So he's not reacting to the British flank at all then?
Well, he said I don't know if he saw it. Was it in a screenshot?
It was.
Guys,
He said start shooting. So
guys,
Yes.
Alexander has been being given Wilcott's screenshots, and he says he hasn't been given orders or getting umpire help.
so I just got his orders. He just moved up. So give him a screenshot showing him next to Scott's brigade, if you don't mind,
I think I've already got a screenshot. Yeah, I've already got a screenshot.
for Alexander.
Yeah. If you go to his channel for 8:30.
Yeah, but that's Wilcott.
Well, he was with
No,
he was with him, so he should have gotten the same
Yeah.
screenshot. Is what it,
So
Alexander and
I'll just do it on there.
sure they're not.
I don't know what's
Everyone's
happening over
screenshot
there.
is sorted.
I'm gonna look away. You guys got it. I trust.
in the hands we trust.
All right, so another round of combat here. Let's see,
Another round.
and then these guys are all shooting at these guys. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these guys we got 3. Are they charging the defenses and like bayonets, or are they just sitting there and shooting?
They're going in with bayonets.
Oh, okay, go ahead and show them.
Usually with me.
Show them on top of each other then.
Okay.
None of those guys are militia. They are behind defensive works. So 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
many
6,
die?
7, 8 disruptions for 3 guys. So
Oof.
and this guy's breaking.
Bunker Hill all over again.
And then for the fight back, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 disruptions. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pieces are too small. I hate that. That's totally my fault. Alright, so the Maryland Regiment. Oh, not the Maryland Regiment. They're the ones that's supposed to hold.
Ha.
They're breaking. The rest are holding barely. So there's
Just
that.
don't kill the Carolinians. If they're here.
I don't think they're here.
Okay, good. I hate to be alive to umpire this battle.
Alright, I think we're good.
I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm in Ohio, so
Alright,
barely exists.
go ahead and move to 8:45.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
11.
exactly.
I'll
Trying to
wait
figure
to
out what
tell
to-
these two players that their entire livelihood is going into the dirt.
Just tell them that their command is dead and that there is a warrant out for their arrest.
They look out onto the hills, and then just a bullet comes out and they hit them.
It's a skill issue on it.
Truly a skill issue.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. What's that? You got
Cornwall.
shot? That seems like a skill issue to me, man. Oh, boy.
8:45.
You know, it's been a long day when those jokes come out.
It's been a very long.
See if I can get
I
a
think the
photo
Brits actually
without
have
any
it. They're just
hands in
going to
the
take
way.
higher casualties than they want.
All right, my screenshots are out because my guys are together, so that makes that nice and easy.
That makes it easy.
Someone cannot tell me that it was not historically accurate. Someone made a Howe joke to General Howe.
It sounds
How
too
you,
realistic.
how you
I
doing,
hate
General?
that.
All right.
So how's the fight, eh?
James, do you want us to get our own dispatches now, or are you still on?
No,
I know
I've
you're
got
doing
it.
a bunch of combat now.
I got it.
Okay. Sure.
Don't worry about it.
All right, let me co-locate these guys, and I'll be. Are we good to get? Are we good to get orders?
Yep, go for it.
No,
Right.
I moved Clinton to have everybody went to Clinton.
Roll call. Finally, yes, he's by himself again. Huzzah.
Percy, Cornwall.
I'm just sad I can't call the all the American chief of staff scum anymore.
So Cornwallis is with Hal and Clinton.
Do you want me to do a Clinton screenshot then? Or sorry, Cornwallis' screenshot.
Sure. Hal and
Actually, no. McPanzer already did it.
I'm just catching up on.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna go get orders. Good luck.
What are you looking for, Isaac? Yeah, after I'm completely done. In 2 hours. Nope. Make sure Washington got a screenshot. Oops, not that one. Washington didn't get a screenshot.
If need be, I can make sure they get screenshots at least.
Yeah, it's been a bit chaotic with everything. And make sure everyone else got their screenshot. Putnam, Sullivan, Alexander. Washington then. Who should be on his own. Oh, he just did it. Sorry for the chaos. It's been
I can imagine.
tricky. So yeah, you are you rode north up the road and then turn west at Bedford and are heading towards Nixon's brigade, whose camp you can see in the distance. You can
All right.
hear lots of artillery fire and small arms fire to the south of you in the hills, and dispatch riders running up and down the road. A lot of them looking for you.
All right. Fantastic.
So I assume you're gonna keep going to Nixon.
Yes. Heading straight to Nixon.
All right. You have a little bit of time to get them moving somewhere if you want to.
Towards Bedford.
Towards Bedford, okay. Start his brigade on the march. Okay, thank you.
Taking Clinton and Howe? No.
What is with the giant orange marking? Alright,
I don't know. James, do you know who has Clinton and Howe?
who has them?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay, no problem. I went in to get Cornwallis and I told him someone would be by because I didn't want to do 4.
That's fine. Where are they?
They're all in Clinton's chat.
Has someone gotten Clinton and Howe yet?
I've put my orders into chat, but how no?
Alright, well, you're all together. You can see Clinton's brigade under Robertson has reached the American defenses and is over and in the midst of the Americans battling furiously.
Cool. Just for my orders, it's in chat. Just to follow up with the second line, replace any units. That 3-roll unit, replace it with a second line unit, and just keep the pressure up and try and swing around their left.
Okay.
Have we got any reports of any units behind at all?
Behind what?
Behind the entrenchments, in terms of further back. Like can we see any kind of?
No, it's hard to see. I mean, it's forested hills, so
okay, fair enough.
hard to see beyond the line.
An artillery just to set up and fire on their line.
Okay.
My orders, I will just go to dawn up. So, Clinton, I think they split out their forces to try and figure out where we're going to attack from, which means if they know where our main attack is, they're going to concentrate their forces there. So, quickly break this and then advance on.
Yep, okay.
James, I will go to dawn up. That's my orders.
Got it, thank you. Alright.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Just so you know, James, Wolcott's brigade is doing a weird movement here because they had orders to withdraw once they felt like they're going to be overrun. And so that's that weird movement that you have where the engaged units are staying while the rest of the brigade is withdrawing.
That's fine.
And he made sure to give those orders prior to any contact being made with the enemy.
Yeah, so okay. So
For good or for ill.
That one's not fighting. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is anyone getting Alexander's orders? Because he keeps pinging.
I was asking about that. Should I take him over or?
Yeah, I'll just take him.
Thank you.
You sure? Okay.
He's a good guy, I swear.
Right.
Don't let him, don't say that. It's the bad GA.
Disruption. So 2.
talking about Alexander.
Oh,
Wolfton's
okay.
fine.
That's fine.
I like Wolfton plenty, but I know Alexander.
We get a lot. We often get along a lot, talking in his game and stuff.
Look, I aspire
2, 3, 4,
to be
5,
talked shit about.
6, 7, 8.
James, you just want me to do the comment where I'm at? Like I can do it real quick.
Where are you?
I guess.
Yep, go for it. Why? I hate tiny pieces.
Alright, that was these guys. Are these militia? Is Levy's militia, I take it?
Yes, please. I haven't even
yeah.
done the orders.
Okay, gotcha.
James.
What?
I haven't done the orders there.
Oh, go ahead. What?
That's why all the lines are there.
Okay, Lions,
I
let's...
followed the rules.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay, because it takes time for orders to happen, so...
Militia break it too, right?
The break hit 2, yep.
Alright, well, that game just broke.
And then
That's so bad.
Guys.
they're advancing, that's fine.
They had standing orders that are not mine. They had standing orders to move back if they thought they were going to get overrun, and their umpire determined that they thought they were going to get.
Alexander had orders to move southeast and plug in the gap here. However, I think with reports of British forces overwhelming the brigade here, his men would pivot and actually block the British advance.
Sure.
Well, that unit break.
I think that's better than get charged in the flank by units you never saw in your screenshots.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it seems reasonable. Whereas like within a minute he would get that report, and it's like, you know what, we're going here now.
Oh,
If not,
no,
then
for sure.
That's not what I wanted.
Sorry.
I keep pressing down broken tokens.
Oh.
I don't need 6.
This artillery can't fire anymore. I guess they can have smoke, though.
This center battle is a mess.
Indeed.
Well, that militia just.
And there's grenadiers coming to make it even more fun.
Wait, is that militia countercharging on their own?
No, they were supposed to be there, but someone moved them for no reason at all. They were just supposed to be there.
Okay, well...
Look, the 3 regiments that were engaged were supposed to just hold. That was their orders.
Well, they just broke.
These guys were to go... Yeah, well, these guys were to go here and do shooting.
Okay, that's fine.
These guys were to come down as reserve. And then these 3 were to swing out into the open and shoot them in, like, the Invalid.
Okay. We're still
I will say that these are not Putnam's men, I believe. I think these are Wilcott's men or whatever. Yeah, these are Wilcott's men, and they had standing orders to withdraw.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we did it. It is now 9 o'clock. Get your screenshots.
Great.
Everything's perfect.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Exactly.
Let me roll this real quick. Oh, wow.
Alright.
Are the Americans still alive somehow?
I'm not doing your
Yeah,
times
one-
for you anymore.
Alright, hold on. I still gotta roll some stuff real quick. But I got.
Are you streaming this, or is this not being recorded?
I'm streaming it, yep.
Oh man, you have to tell me these things beforehand.
Just assume it's being streamed.
Uh-oh. All the American scum jokes. No.
Alright, so I'm doing Washington, and now I'm doing all the dispatches.
This poor militia just getting slaughtered.
Just remember, viewers, always make James do all the work.
Yeah, we're moving next turn, right?
Yep, it's 9 o'clock.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
The bell tolls.
The bell tolls 9.
Exactly. I don't like the British chances here.
I don't know.
Sorry, I don't like the American chances here. My bad.
yeah.
I think the
Oh
British.
yeah, I was like, I do.
I was gonna say,
bunch of grenadiers in the middle. They're about to wreck that poor
What
man.
battle are you watching?
I don't think the Brits are going to win this war. Not with the benefit of hindsight or anything, but I still think they have a chance.
Alright, I got my guys. Let me do their screenshots. It's the wrong Discord. Yeah, let's post these screenshots in a Star Wars Discord, guys. That'll make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like watching the evolution from like Coruscant to Karuna
I mean,
to.
you got a rebellion, you got an empire, you got the color red. I think
I'm in a Star Wars server, so posting it there would be really weird. Like,
What is going on?
no, it's.
Holy
we're
dispatch.
talking about Star.
I ask myself this constantly. I don't know why Wolcott is just anchoring himself on the right flank.
Leslie's not having it. Leslie is going to join the middle. He's like, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, really?
Thank you. Yep. He's like, nope, goodbye.
It's supposed to be distracting him, but
Well, he's like,
Ooh,
nope.
I still- They're all militia up there. I just don't think he realizes how much better he is than those guys.
I'm hoping that they deploy the rest of Wadesworth's brigade over, because if they don't, they're gonna have issues.
Oh, it's Alexander sent a runner for Nixon's brigade to shift to the center. I'm going to say General Washington's probably going to overrule that runner.
Well, I think the American center is gone in 30 minutes. I think.
I think it's 15.
I think the right.
Sure.
I think the right flank's gonna go soon too.
he could bring, if he brought Nixon down there, it might be enough. But
James, those are grenadiers in column back there. It's not enough.
you're right. This might be a quick battle.
But also, if Nixon goes to the, if Nixon holds in Bedford, the American army can escape. If Nixon does not hold in Bedford, then the American army is screwed.
Yeah, this is only militia on this side. It looks like. Oh, this is gonna
So
hurt.
the revolution is
The
over.
humanity, the humanity.
The flank's held by militia, guys. It's over.
Well,
Yeah,
History repeats itself. All right. Are we good to get orders? Are we waiting? I don't want to.
yeah, good orders.
I already got my screenshot in, sorry.
All right, man. My screenshots are out too. So, all right. I'll be back.
Goodbye.
I think I did all the dispatches.
But are you certain?
No.
Yeah. Uncertainty is the spice of life. I don't think I'm.
Donut doesn't have a screenshot yet. I guess Wolfton's doing it. Well, if he's not, I am. All right, General Washington. So you reach Nixon's brigade and get them marching on the road towards Bedford. Of course, the sounds of battle to the south and east continue, and you get a whole lot of dispatches. You there?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I had my mic set on mute. Sorry. Okay. Right now, I'm just going to lead the brigade straight to Bedford. Other than that, nothing much. They'll stand and wait until they can be sent as a reserve to where most required.
Do you want a double time or normal speed?
Normal speed.
You got it.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Skrevsky, you can keep doing combat over there. I'll just do the middle.
Yep, sounds good. Alright, I'm assuming Wadsworth is gonna turn here. If they don't, there's
Well, those militia are going to get shot in the flank by.
that's why I'm hoping that they
Yeah,
turn.
they're done, and then Cornwallis is going in too. It's gross.
So they're going in. Trying to hold the line.
Yeah, they got it.
Are they shooting and not fighting?
Who's they?
The British in the middle, are they not charging in? Who's moving green? That's Wolfton, he's not here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Alexander's orders before I
Sure.
do
And
combat.
I need Clinton to move before I can move Cornwallis.
Dang it. Deleted my thing.
Wow, Snake Eyes. Well, that's militia hole.
Wow.
If I've got combat, can I roll it with Leslie, or do you want me to wait until Wolfson's back?
With Leslie, what, these guys over here?
Yeah, these two are hitting that single unit of militia. That's it.
They're kind of far. Are they moving up closer, or is that where they're at?
That's as far as they could get and change formation.
Okay.
I think it's long range. I think it's within 2. I'll give them another penalty for the.
Yeah, so give them
Make it
-2
-2.
penalty, but really any shots in the back's gonna spook them. But they're gonna run, but we'll let them get their shots off. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think if they get hit and it's the rear, I think they break. But I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, we'll do. They are gonna break. We'll just actually I'll just put them broken just to remind myself. Let them do a shot on. What is this unit doing here? Are they charging in? I need to know the British orders. Ah, heck, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's happening. They're getting attacked. 3 shots. Bad rolls 2. But they are flanking, so that goes up 2, 4. I guess if none of them are going, then they're getting shot at from like this.
Clinton's trying to switch out some of his men, hence the weird kind of checkerboard formation that's currently ongoing.
Okay.
Gotcha.
In the midst of getting shot at, that's a kind
I don't know.
of a bad idea. So they're not even shooting; they're like switching themselves out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let them get shot at for a turn.
The Grenadiers are explicitly not firing, so. that might be-
Do we know what Alexander's doing yet, or do we need to?
I'll go get him.
situation. And then these guys are all breaking. Run!
Yeah, I'm surprised Militia held. I was like, what?
And I guess that's that. Over
No,
here.
I don't think this brigade's gonna hold. I just gotta wait till I get, because I want to see if Wadesworth's supposed to turn. Because I'm assuming he would.
And are these guys charging in, or are they firing a volley, or over here at Wolcott's?
I think it's Wolfen, so he's not here.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna, if that's as far as they got, I'll let them shoot at him. Ooh, they actually got good rolls. But it's probably not enough.
Good rolls. Bias confirmed.
I am rooting for the Americans.
James, I want you to know I was rooting for you in Trebia, and I'm really sorry.
You can still root for me. This might not do any good.
But it'll be there, right? The rooting will be there.
Yeah.
That's not very great.
I assume that Wadesworth would turn and send regiments to hold that flank as much.
Yeah, we'll have these guys shoot down.
Well, that's one.
Alright, nothing done.
I missed with Leslie's shooting up.
Alright, is Wolfton here? No.
Oh, well, that's a good hit on that because he gets flanking bonus too. Mm.
Did you do your combat?
Do light
Yeah, I
battalions move faster?
A little bit faster,
Yes.
yeah.
I made their base move 6 instead of 5.
Right.
So they're moving 12 on a road instead of 10 on a road.
Is Dawn up? Did anyone get Dawn up's orders? Is he moving up?
I don't know who has.
Let me make sure he's not being forgotten. He's with...
We knew you.
Where is Dawn up? Where is Dawn up? Oh, he's with Hal. Where's
He's-
Hal?
yeah.
I'm moving to...
Hal's now over with Percy and them, so he
Okay,
was.
I'm moving him back. Why can't I move him back?
Well, he just moved him. He just moved over to Percy. So
Oh, okay. That's,
yeah.
Let me make sure he got a screenshot. He did get a screenshot. Let me make sure he gave orders. Hey, has someone come to see you? To get orders?
Hold on just a Yeah, for what turn?
For the 9 o'clock turn.
Oh, 900?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Just making sure.
Wilfton got me.
Okay. I think Wolf...
No, it's just I've been pretty conservative, I guess, with photos, so I'm pretty sure they still think there's guys to the left.
Oh. So even if it's not in the photo, you can, like, say the scouts say there's nothing out there.
Oh,
or
well,
something
I
like that.
have.
Okay.
I've said, like, you can see blocks of guys that are there, and then they've gone there, and now they're over there, and
It's alright.
Well, then
It's
that's
just-
on him.
I might have explained it poorly.
Wolfton, how many people do you have now?
I got Alexander. I've got Clinton. I got Howe. I've got.
I'll take. I
I
have
got.
Hal. I'll have Hal because he's with my guys,
Okay.
so I'll get Hal.
And I'll take Dawn up from you. Okay.
All right. Hopefully I haven't been too slow. Sorry about
No,
that.
you're fine. You just somehow ended up with everyone. So I'll take Dawn up and whoever has
Wait.
Hal.
And you're wondering why the battle was a miss.
All right. I think combat's over, so we're at 9:15.
Oh, Clinton's moving up to the second line. If you want to do a meme roll about his death.
Question, actually.
Yeah, that's
real quick.
Yep.
Can players rally broken regiments?
Yes.
Yes.
So if they're just sitting there, they rally a 1 disruption, and if they have a commander helping, it's 2 disruptions rallied.
Yeah, but if they're completely broken.
Yeah, even so.
Wait,
Oh.
do you want to add a?
Rallying these three
Clinton has a
people.
light wound, or whoever it was that got moved up.
Clinton, do you want to add
Oh, no.
one thing of disruption to the militia forces here for
No, because
withdrawal under fire?
all those would break. They would literally break.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of accurate.
Well,
Give them another turn. They're gonna die, but
Let them die.
well,
gloriously.
I rolled that where they were because they actually rolled really, really well in their rolls. So I'd give them another turn.
I'd like to call Cornwallis and Clinton still close enough to be co-located, but if whoever is Clinton strongly disagrees, I'll defer.
Actually, I'll ask Cornwallis. Give me a second, because it's going to be a.
Sure, he doesn't have a mic, and his orders were to stay with his men, but then Clinton went right next to his men. So
I will ask him.
I'll try to be nice.
It's 9. What is it? 9:50.
9:15.
So many hands.
You have no idea. This is nothing.
I'm giving up on trying to.
Some of my screenshots. They think it's because there's a hill there, but it's actually because there's a hand there.
Alright, I'm doing dispatches.
How many disruptions do they go down if they're getting rallied?
If there's a commander with it, reduce it by 2.
All right, you can roll for
Commander referring to player?
A player, yeah.
Okay.
If they're just sitting there, then it's 1.
What does a 6 mean for the players?
A 6? What? Where?
Because Cornwallis moved up with Clinton, so I'm rolling.
Oh, 6 is injury, and a 5 is... Oh, we don't want to kill him. Heavy injury.
Oh man, but the timeline. I want to break the timeline.
Break the timeline.
Don't want to be that mean. Yeah, give him...
He said he... Wait a minute. Cornwallis said he wanted to go up?
Yep, I asked him, and he said going with. Well, he didn't say it. He typed it out.
No. He's going with his men. He's not going with Clinton. That going with is with his men.
No, he asked them. He asked them to clarify, and he did.
Okay, where did he type that?
Okay, I get to see
Okay, no,
Because he doesn't have a mic.
Make sure to put times with it, you think.
Okay, he didn't actually respond, so you can probably disregard that roll then.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave them be. I was just saying, let's leave them co-located because they're 13 yards apart.
Who's doing herd? Who has herd?
I have heard.
He didn't get a 9. No, he did. Okay. Just make sure to post the time before you do a picture if it's not there.
Alright, got 9:15. I'm good to go whenever we can go get.
You can go if you did it.
Alright.
I think it just so happened to type going with, and so when I went to his channel, I
Yeah.
typed going with.
You're right, because I had asked him a similar question, but about men rather than Clinton. So you're right, it's just different. He's a mic.
Yeah, I just missed the timestamp. That I'm cruel.
All good. I just don't want you to kill my boy.
I sorry, I've got bloodlust.
It's okay. I don't know him. I just like him.
Oh,
No, my boy.
Doing wacky stuff.
My boy.
My boy.
Let me go. Oh, I press space. I'm now off in space. Space.
Welcome to space.
Space. Alright, one more photo. Another hand in the photo. Nice.
It is the way.
It is the
It
way.
do be the way.
Oh yeah, and how went was Percy. So
Okay, and then I'm putting this in herd, and then I'm moving.
and he's gone.
I'll do it when I'm done.
Copy.
1 hour.
I'll double check who I actually have. We're at 9:15.
Alright, now I can go get orders. Alright, General Donop, you and your brigade rise above the hill, and as you get on top, you see some Americans there putting up a desperate defense against your men. To the west, you can see Smith's brigade, the British Commander Smith. What are your orders?
Damn, Smith moved fast. Orders are blast them.
Okay. Do you want all 5 regiments to form line, or how do you
Have
want-
the 49th in reserve, but everyone else.
Okay. And
We'll show these redcoats how the Hessians do it.
You do have
What?
grenadiers, one of your regiments. I just realized. Oh, you have 2
I
grenadiers.
do.
You have 2 grenadiers. So those are super tough guys. Just so you know.
For melee, right?
Oh yeah, for getting in there and making
Yeah,
stuff
a
happen.
bullet will still hurt.
Right. Alright, thank you. Alright, General Washington. You ride at the head of Nixon's brigade with Nixon, heading east, and you can see Alexander and what looks to be Scott's brigade in a full-on battle. Men are starting to stream to the rear, running past you, a hollow look in their eyes. What are your orders? And if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. My mic was muted. Deploy Nixon's brigade behind Cott's brigade in 2 lines. So 2 lines of 3. Then rally the men who are running and try to reestablish them in the town of Bedford.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Right. Who has Clinton? Okay, because this is happening to those poor guys too. Whoever has Clinton.
Oh my.
Waiting to see what.
I don't even
Trying to tell
roll for that.
Green
I
Hand.
just-
Gonna wait till Alexander does, and I can do comp.
The only question is how much disruption do these guys take? I guess they.
James, somehow one of the Hessians unit is now WG. I don't know what they were supposed to be. I think somebody had them moused over at some point.
Yep. It's hard.
What's up?
We're just
Oh,
talking
nothing. I
about
was
the
saying
WG.
somebody. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Could have been me. Probably was me.
Do I need to get Alexander or? Because I can't.
I can get into
If no one
safety.
has, go for it.
Is Ethan here? I need to know what these two units are doing because I have dragoons trying to go through where they are.
Well, they're already broken, so they should be just running this way.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking about Alexander, so I can do.
They're trying to get through the
Oh
gap.
man, he wants to go through the gap.
I mean,
I don't know that they would charge that though.
no, they just get shot at where they're going.
No, they would just fucking. He'll be mad. He'll get over it.
Has Donop kind of halted his advance, or what's going on?
Who? What? Where?
On the
Donop.
right flank, Donop hasn't really moved.
I already moved. So he was forming line and firing. So there, maybe we can show him advanced a little bit, but they spent the turn forming up. So
Okay. I'd say these guys are here then.
All right. So again, do I need to go get Alexander, or did we have his orders already?
I don't know.
Alexander still needs a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've moved units now, so
Yeah, just give him what is there. Just go.
I need Green Hand to move.
I'll start taking Alexander too then. So Donop, Alexander, and sorry, not Donop. Alexander, Clinton, and Wolcott then.
Are all the British in the middle moved?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sending Alexander screenshot.
So are they sitting there and shooting at each other? No bayonet charges over here.
Nope, they're shooting at each other.
Define over here.
Sorry, right where I'm.
I've got. Never mind. They broke. The grenadiers were going to charge units that broke anyway.
Oh yeah, they broke once they got hit on the flank.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Alexander has a screenshot now. So
Clinton is attempting to rally the units in the center.
Okay. Alright, then they're attacking them uphill. So that's one disruption.
If you move units that way, they're going to run right in front of their own battery and get hit.
Yeah, don't. Either that or the battery's got to stop shooting. One or the other.
Did we already
I don't
apply
think he's
run
in the
battery?
call. He's not in call.
Okay. I think that a hit has already been applied from that battery this turn, so I wouldn't
I
move in
haven't. Is
front of
someone
it.
doing combat over there?
I just got my orders.
all right, I'm gonna go grab
No,
Alexander because I don't know what's going on.
on.
You're here, Levski.
The regiments over here were given orders to fall back out of melee range.
Where?
Okay. Well, they got charges. They fell back and are now broken.
Alright. And this militia here was ordered to move forward and volley into the flank of these guys.
And right in front of the artillery.
Yeah.
Okay, so the artillery's gonna
Well,
stop
he was like,
shooting.
go to the right of the artillery, so it's just like this, I guess.
Something like that.
Yeah, that works. I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
Alright, then I guess that artillery can keep shooting.
Shooting blind.
I'm assuming if regiments break, then they keep a disruption, right?
Yeah. You mean as they recover?
If they've broken and they've rallied, they keep one disruption.
Yeah, the lowest they'll go is the 1.
Yeah.
Oh God, with the 2-strength militia, I hadn't thought about that.
Yep. Alright. They're holding at the moment, but it's about to break in the middle.
I think the center's gone next turn.
Oh, I forgot to do artillery.
They could just wreck the poor Pennsylvania musketry, I guess.
All right.
They're just done.
Center
Through that
con-
regiment in particular.
Yeah, way too much dice.
Me start rolling. You stole my die.
Okay.
I actually told them that they saw black hats, and I heard the entire VC go, "Oh no!"
Is combat over here done?
No, I'm literally just starting it because I didn't have orders until just.
Oh, okay. I'll help you.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Can we beat midnight? That's the question.
Oh, definitely.
Oh wow. Okay, so that takes a hit.
Wait, where are you doing?
I'm doing the 3 against this one lone.
That's
British
what I did.
regiment.
All right, I'll start the other side.
Oh, okay. So these units are pulling back. So, but I figured they'd get hit pretty. They'd get hit and then decide. Like they're trying to withdraw, but it's militia. So,
Ooh, these 3?
Those 3 and the other 2 here also tried to pull back.
All right. These guys are breaking because they're militia.
Yeah, I was gonna say those guys probably break.
Throw down their guns and run. We'll just have them break even though they're low disruption so they can come back quickly.
And then let's see if this unit.
More smoke.
No, oh my gosh, that unit holds. My God,
Jesus Christ. My computer can't handle this, James.
Who was it? Someone on Bermuda 100 put a ton of smoke, like twice as much as I ever do.
I don't know. I was like, why is this so smoky?
Was
James, I loaded. Sorry, no, your game. Go ahead.
Was anyone at the siege of the Battle of Nava game that they did about a weekend ago? They added the blizzard into the game. You literally could not see.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't need
I was
sight.
gonna say I loaded your assets module, James, on Tabletop Sim, and it crashed Tabletop Sim. All the little fires were like, nope.
You gotta have a computer to handle that.
I was on my laptop. On my desktop, it's fine.
I just got a new SSD that I'm installing tomorrow, so that'll help my speed as.
All right, we good on combat? We done?
I think so. I think these other 2 regiments would probably break.
Where?
These 2.
They're running, but I didn't give them 2 disruptions, so they'll be able to reform quickly.
Okay, copy
they
that.
Are running. Okay.
He would
Screenshots.
probably run.
9:30.
Clinton is running out of steam.
Yeah, but Cornwallis is fresh.
All right. Hal did move back to Dunlap or Dulop, whatever the fuck his name is.
Done.
Damn.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead and move them. Move the people. If they move somewhere, move them now so they can't share what they see with their new screenshots.
We need to break up Cornwallis and Clinton now. I want to put Cornwallis back in his hole.
Back in the hole.
Back in your hole, General. Man, my command is covered in giant hands.
It is the way.
The hand?
The hand giveth, and the hand taketh away.
Hand getteth out of the way.
That's asking too much.
I could do house
I
screenshot
know.
because it's Donup's.
I'm just doing the same screenshots so I can say the same thing here.
I wonder how each side feels about this. Like, I can see why the British would feel good, and I can see why the Americans are definitely not feeling good.
It's
I
uphill battle
told
for
my
the
American
Americans.
players that they saw black hats, and they all collectively said, "Oh no!"
I think it's an uphill battle for the Brits, James.
Again.
I'll see myself out.
Alright, so we're agreeing never to let him umpire again, right?
Yeah.
I would never agree to that.
It's probably the
Actually, no, he only has the umpire. He's not allowed to play anymore.
Yes, that's
Right.
what I heard.
You deprived me of all my Napoleonic games as punishment.
Yes, you're done.
I'm gonna do Alexander.
Copy. I will move my hand is out of the way.
No, it's still in the way. I can still see it.
Nope, mine is the red one, and I am far out of the way. So
Nope, I can still see it. It's too close.
I'm gonna slap you with my hand.
I do like the Washington's initiative of putting Nixon,
Reserve.
the time traveler, in Bedford.
It is a good reserve spot.
Yeah, well, it's if he did not
Are
put him
we
there.
are we
then
okay to go
the-
talk to our guys?
Yeah, go talk to him if you got your
All right.
screenshots.
If Washington did not put Nixon there, then the Americans probably would have been surrounded.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna make sure to call that out, or someone should call it out in the after action report.
That's a good idea.
I'm also tempted to just go to someone random channel, just say you died. Like, oh, wrong person.
Putting them in Washington. It's been a while since I've been the dispatch umpire. Done up. Howe. Clinton. Leslie. Percy. Americans are definitely writing more than the British. Alright. Hello, gentlemen. General Howe has ridden up again to join the Hessian Donop, who can barely speak English, but I guess speaks well enough. The Americans have fallen back further northwest, so your men are in line now and firing, but it's kind of an extreme range. But they're starting to advance as ordered. Smith, you can see, is also advancing slowly. Yes. What are your orders?
Smith and I will both continue to fire in advance.
Okay. Are you controlling Smith as well?
Thus far I have been.
Okay, that's fine. How? Where are you going?
I'll go to General Clinton.
Where is Clinton? Somewhere west, I guess.
Yeah, somewhere west.
Alright, you got it. Thank you.
Tricky try.
So, don't keep up the good work.
General Washington. Alright, so you have stopped, or put yourself to the work of rallying the New York militia, which they are doing. Nixon has started to deploy his brigade as ordered. As you look east, let me get my screen, see what the screenshot you got was. So you can see it looks like which brigade was that? Scott's brigade under Alexander breaking and running towards you, the British in hot pursuit, and so Nixon's about to become the new front line.
Understandable. Deploying continue deploying inside Bedford for 2 lines. As I said, 2 lines of 3, so that we can have a more local reserve. within Nixon's brigade. Other than that, keep rallying the men and keep trying to organize any sort of coherent defense line.
You got it.
Rally the men behind Bedford, essentially, up on the hills.
On the hills behind Bedford, okay.
Yes.
Alright, thank you. The only one here. Let's see. What combat can I roll? These guys, you can't shoot. You can't shoot.
James, I've got slightly weird orders. The
Sure.
light brigade do fire and then retire. Can they shoot and move?
Yeah.
They want to move to a line that's going to block the artillery. Something like this.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just move them back and.
So, sure. It's not very far, but I do think it's going to block.
Are the dragoons staying there to get shot at?
No, they're both going to what is becoming his left.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, space. Some vision.
I guess these guys will stop shooting then.
So my question was, can they shoot those units and then move back, knowing that they would also get shot?
So yeah, I mean they're firing as they go, but we just won't roll. We'll leave it because it's kind of
Sure.
an extreme range anyway.
Sure.
Alright, so I saw Alexander withdrew. These guys on the southern flank, I'm going to roll for combat because they're withdrawing from combat. So I'll see if they break her.
Wait, who are you talking about? Where?
Down here.
Ping it. I can't. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm doing middle combat. You just do your side.
I need to move grenadiers. I don't know if you get to them. Don't.
Okay. Well, yeah, move it. Are they?
Well, two of them are out.
They're attacking. He didn't say charge. He didn't say advance. He said attack. So
I guess that's
I'm gonna interpret that as move forward and shoot.
Sure.
And he wants to join them.
Oh, that middle attack. Well, the left of the middle's getting repulsed. So what range are we at? They can still kind of shoot.
What's happening on the other side of the field? Over on the east side, up at Bedford. I think that's what it is.
They're forming up for basically a advance on there now. So
Just a patriot sort of thing going on. Run down the hill, all of a sudden an entire new army appears out of nowhere.
well, kinda, but not really.
I love this W foot. Is the greatest regiment I've ever seen.
There's a WG unit of Hessians too somewhere.
It happens.
Look, they're the best foot in the world, alright?
Even
W
better,
foot.
W roof. Truly, like.
Jeez, the Americans might win this battle.
I'm not changing it at this point. I might even maybe I'll just change it and put our names, like James Roof or Skarsky Regiment or something like that.
The Americans might win this unless the Grenadiers roll some like sixes and just absolutely decimate like the center.
Could happen. Actually, I mean they're all fresh and they're about to plow through.
And they're grenadiers.
Get them, grenadiers.
Come on, I want to play the music. I believe.
I can't
Not
wait
biased.
to tell these two
Wait,
guys
I'm doing
over
grenadier
here.
rolls. Where are these dice showing up?
Not me. It ain't me. For once.
It ain't me. It ain't.
Oh.
So many hands.
I moved my hand. I moved my hand.
We're all interested.
all of the players can clearly hear the British Grenadiers playing some music over the sound of the guns, right?
You know what? I'm gonna make sure that my players know that that's playing.
Has anyone done this combat down here?
Nah, that I'm aware of.
Okay, I can do it. Just me a second.
Hey, Ethan,
Hey,
you've got
just
Herd,
saying, I
right?
mean, yeah,
You
I
have
have.
Herd, right? Do you think he and Leslie can see each other?
Honestly, I just said too much smoke. Good luck.
Okay, sure. Like, I'm fine leaving it out of the screenshot if you are. I just don't want to give differing amounts of information for the same terrain
That's
feature.
fair.
Oh well, I've just what there was because
I mean,
Bird was over
this
here.
turn.
I said he couldn't. He's well. This turn, I'd say they'd probably see each other. Unless the smoke is still there.
It is. It'll take a turn
Well
or
then,
two.
It
no.
is. So, okay, so I'm going to give him vision, like, right up to the edge of Herd, but I'm not going to give him anything other than the New Jersey militia over here.
That's fair.
If John did a breakdown of this battle, it would be why probing attacks are important.
True. All right. I think I did all my combat. Did you do yours, Skrevsky?
Yep, mine's
All right. We're at 9:45. Get your screenshots.
By the way, guys, there's a soundboard on the server. If anyone has the time,
No.
just throw up the British
Now,
Grenadiers.
No.
now,
It would be cool if you could do a back, like a
Do it.
soundtrack that everyone heard. But when you do it,
They'd
it's
all have
only on a certain channel, right?
you can do something where when you enter a channel, something immediately plays. I just don't know how to do it.
Question. Would these two be... No. 2 inches, they wouldn't be in speaking range, would they?
No.
Nah. Okay. No worries.
Okay, I think I did the numbers.
Alright, I will
Make sure to
solve all
move
our
the people.
problems. There you go. All our problems are solved.
Thank you for solving problems.
Problem. That's what they paid me for.
We get paid?
Yeah, premium air.
Okay.
The best currency around, you know.
Washington.
Crypto T.
Alright, where am I going? I need to do.
Alright, screenshots. Those are important.
Screenshots
Yes,
of
yes.
my Kriegsspiel? I don't think so.
Alright, I'm going for a walk.
Going for a walk.
He's going for
Into
a
my
walk.
channels. Into my channels. I'm going for a walk into my channels.
No, leave the man be. Let him go on a walk.
He's going on a walk.
I'm listening to British Grenadiers during this. It's very hard to concentrate.
Truly inspiring.
I try my best for the immersion. Unfortunately, now everything is lagging so much that I can't track the channels.
Alright, I'll be back.
I'll be Beethoven. Yeah, but if the Brits just kept maneuvering, they could have won this based on maneuver alone and not taken as many casualties. But
Yeah.
the Americans are going to take casualties too, so it balances out.
Percy.
That's heard. Okay, time to go ask my players what they're thinking.
Oh yeah, Howe and Clinton are co-located. I've already moved them together. So I will do Clinton screenshot.
All right, Commander Donup. Yours and Smith's men continue moving. You kind of reached the crest of a hill, but you're moving up to the base of a new hill where the Americans have set up a new line and are firing down upon you. Both sides are exchanging fire, kind of in an extreme range, so not a lot of casualties. But I guess your men are still moving up unless you order them not to. And Smith is still, his line's doubled, so I don't know if you want him to spread out more or not.
Yep, I was actually gonna tell him to tell you to tell him to spread out. So
There you go.
yeah,
Alright, so spread out, keep advancing.
yep,
Alright, you got it.
keep blasting.
Alright, General Washington. You continue to remain with the militia and help them reorganize just about as good as they can be. The fighting in your sector kind of reaches a lull as the British are reforming their line and looking like they're preparing to advance. But you can still hear it furiously going on to the south, further away, a mile or two, or not even a mile south.
Can we wall up? Can we fortify Bedford?
No, not in the time you have.
No. Okay. Orders for the men. Shoot only when you see the whites of their eyes.
Alright, you got it. Thank you.
And shoot to kill.
Well, the grenadiers are charging.
Yay.
That's what they do, right?
Should be.
Just in case anybody does the combat, Cornwallis is staying with his men. He did not want to be in melee.
Okay.
I think he forgot about his Hessians behind Clinton.
You can have them send them a reminder.
Yeah.
I think I can start rolling.
I'm going to step away for 3 minutes.
these guys should be doing something.
Oh, Washington's under fire if he remains.
Uh-oh. Grenadiers charging. Who would have seen that coming?
Is Washington still remaining where he is?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, let's see if he survives.
He's about to get shot in the head. Interesting.
I don't know what to make of that.
What happened?
It's on its side. It's I'm just gonna re-roll it, but like, look.
It's
It
fate.
landed on its
Washington
side.
cannot die. You can't kill Washington.
Let's try that again. Oh, it got a 6. What is that? I forget what that means.
That
Isn't
means
that death?
injury. Well, 1-6 is injury. What's the second 6? Or second die roll?
Oh, I gotta roll it again.
Oh no, who is this?
Washington got a 4.
Okay, so that's a medium injury.
All right. Well. All right.
Got
Let me
shot
start
in the
doing.
leg.
Let me start doing this. Which comment have you started, James?
I'm doing the middle still.
All right. So I'll go from top to bottom. Then. On my.
I'm impressed that McDougal's brigade, or Wilcott rather, is still holding his, like, center bit.
Well, that unit just broke in front of Washington as well, so that's even worse.
There goes the revolution.
Oh yeah, their, like, escape route is cut off, isn't it?
I mean, they can get to the Brooklyn Ferry, but it ain't great. Like, I don't think you can move an army across the Brooklyn Ferry.
Alright, that's 5s each.
Oh, I just looked at the Grenadiers and saw what they did. That's incredibly unfortunate.
They broke the center.
It just depends on which side of the Atlantic you're on.
What if I'm on neither?
Then I hope you can swim.
I've given up on swimming.
Wait, I'm just done. I'm not doing it.
If you ever find yourself in the middle of the ocean and stuff. Oh, there you go. You're on all sides.
That was a joke. Feel good though.
Never say die.
Is someone doing the middle here? Do I need to do that?
I haven't gotten there yet, so I haven't done.
I will do it.
I'm just rolling dice on this doesn't mean anything.
That's Cornwallis leading to the front.
He said he wanted to stick with his Grenadiers.
That unit break.
This is why scouting is important, so you don't launch attacks into well-defended, fortified terrain.
Ooh, I think
I think they might be okay with it. Yeah, they're going to lose a lot of men, but
Didn't the British just effectively walk over in like the first 2 turns?
they did a big flank march in history and ended up behind them. Yeah,
they did a wider flank march and ended up behind them.
I think they threatened some locals with like, "Tell me how to get through Jamaica Pass, or I'll kill you," kind of deal.
No
Real
more
classy
British.
stuff.
Where's Jamaica Pass?
I think it's this one.
It's over here. So, real talk, I'd go through Jamaica 4 days a week. I couldn't point to it on this map. Just debris through there every fucking week.
Little towns and cities now.
That's all.
Yes. Yeah, we'd be like fighting in the middle of Brooklyn. Or, yeah. We're fighting in like the middle of Brooklyn Heights.
They should make a movie about that.
Isn't that interesting? 1700, just like 300 something years, and we've gone from this
Alright,
to
so
controlling the time
hold,
map.
hold on. I do have a. So I just had basically 3 militia units break. I think that would be a cascade for these other units to break too.
Yeah, so the Cascade rules are still the same.
Yeah, so I'd say these guys, they don't like. I would give them a disruption, but I wouldn't break.
Well, Rip General Wolcott. Get a
Oh,
good one.
like F in chat or just for his command?
Well, he's getting overrun currently.
Oh, I see. I see.
This unit's getting fired into flank from behind.
I
too.
hadn't done that, so they're gonna. Well, they already. All right, they're breaking.
Yeah, it just came up from behind. So
There we go. All right.
Oh no.
Where did the
I think the
time-
combat's done, so it's 10 o'clock now.
Uh-oh.
The Americans have made a pretty good showing of it.
Yeah, if it depends on what they do in the center, because if they can retreat to their defenses, it's almost historical. If they get caught out here, it's going to be a lot worse.
How'd they even manage to escape that? Historic.
How'd
don't
they-
forget that Washington has a medium injury.
Yeah.
So
I'll let them know. How did they escape from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
So the British didn't attack the defenses; they stopped, and so like overnight there was a fog, and they managed to get across the channel into Manhattan, like in utmost silence.
Wait, so most of this attack is completely ahistorical then?
Well, yeah, because
Immersion is
most of the British went on the giant flank march, which this didn't have. So there's a lot more direct.
This is why maneuver is important.
Dawn up. Giant blue hand.
the army of hands.
Oh no!
You
Sorry.
will rue the day, blue hand.
I gave Thorin like every screenshot with the orange hand because I'm like, it's ARP. I can't get him to move. It's fine.
Dang. Okay.
Just posted it's an overgive.
So wash.
Who did?
It's over, man.
Alright, let's pursue.
You guys were right. I'm having to post so many stay cam photos.
Right?
Called a handoff.
It's definitely a hill, right?
Definitely a hill.
What is a hill? Can we define a hill in philosophical terms?
Okay,
No.
I'm not going
It's got
here.
four fingers for thumb.
Are we hills? Are you a hill?
I'm
I
out.
could be I'm not getting into this.
It's too philosophical. Washington and Alex.
The green hand.
I have to do screenshots too.
I don't even know if Wolcott can get a dispatch.
I think he can make it through actually. There's a little gap.
An intrepid courier arrives.
He's also drunk. You gotta make him drunk.
As of course.
Historically accurate.
Alright,
I just have a red hand that's prominent in Alexander's screenshot.
there, I've moved my hand.
No, it's too late. The screenshot was already taken.
It's already done. Alright, I'll be back.
Part of the canon now.
There's cannons.
Hey, James,
Yes.
does the Continentals have bayonets?
Most don't.
Ah,
So
well,
they,
who would? Regulars?
I mean, so it'd be a mishmash. Mostly they just fight with their rifles like clubs. I mean, they would have some units would maybe, but
Okay, well, good.
okay. Wolfton, you covering Washington for me?
All right.
Okay.
My orders. I will be moving one of the regiments. In fact, the First Pennsylvania Regiment.
All right, General Donnup, Colonel Donnup. The Americans continue to retreat. Let me look at your screenshot. Yeah, so they are falling back. There's some artillery set up, so the artillery begins firing on you to some concerning effect, but it's hitting your grenadiers who stand tall. To your north, it looks like someone, you see the colors of Grant's brigade, the 4th Brigade, are moving in on their flank, and so the Americans are starting to flee like the cowards they are. Meanwhile, Smith has spread out, and your whole line is advancing as one up the hills and through the trees, firing as they go.
All right. Continue the advance. The grenadiers can charge if they're in range.
All right. Just the
I don't
grenadiers?
think they are.
They are.
What?
Just the
Yeah.
grenadiers charge?
Yeah. There's 2 units of grenadiers.
Right. All right. You got
And
it.
the one British regiment I have that can follow them in as well.
Got it. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, the grenadiers are charging again.
As they should.
Yeah.
These guys are already fleeing.
Oh, rip. I don't know if this puts him at risk. Cornwallis wants to get closer to the action.
Sure. We'll roll for risk.
We're getting close to the end, and it's fun.
Yep. Let's see. These guys are all running. I don't know where Sullivan's doing.
This one's been a blast. I know I've had it easy with just the elites, but
Someone got left behind. Move them up. Ooh, look at that fight.
it's okay. Oh my goodness.
Let's see, these guys broke.
Panskersky, that looks gross.
If they broke, they're gonna run. If they're running, I don't know, they see the grenadiers, what would they do?
Let's see.
I'll take the cannons.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I need to go back to Leslie.
Now the charging units.
Alright, I can do some combat.
Well, okay. That unit's pretty much gone.
Wait, who are you doing? Where are you doing it?
Doing charging up
The-
top,
Over here? Oh, okay.
right there. Yeah, I'm way up there.
Just making sure you're not doing mine.
Nope. Alright, that unit. So that one breaks. So there's one of the Hushin one.
Let's see.
What's happening to these guys?
They're running
Why?
because they're militia and they got disrupted enough.
Oh, is militia like pre-disruption?
Yeah, they run it too. So
Oh.
I don't know where they chase them this way.
It's a quick 15 minutes. Turn to shoot at them, immediately get charged.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah, this is not very good.
Two, three. Oh, they're holding.
These guys.
Barely.
Hold on, so what? 2 disruption on militia would be considered routing then, right?
Yep.
Or just running?
Yep.
Okay.
Running.
So when do they stop?
Once they feel they're safe.
Can they be rallied to just stop?
Yeah. If a commander catches them, he can stop them.
Oh, well, then... Sure. Right.
So is this artillery supposed to be firing? Is that what that orange is?
Grand battery. How do they even see them? They're the biggest...
What?
Just taking out the breastworks.
Is there a special effects module I could go grab myself?
There is.
James, good public one on top sim
On where, sorry?
on Steam Workshop. I don't want to give away your secrets or anything. But
It's not a secret.
it's marked public, so I stole it. And I set a town on fire in your game with your grenadiers in it.
I set a forest on fire once.
Yes, he did.
It was fun. I definitely killed all the enemies in the woods. That is what happened.
Is Alexander directly on with these levies? Because I need to know if I need to roll for him if he gets shot or not.
Yeah, he's going forward with the militia
Shoot
to
him.
inspire them.
Shoot him.
Kill him dead.
I mean, we'll see. Well, that regiment routes, so
Are we gonna have Alexander bayoneted by a tree?
by a tree.
Well, as in he is near a tree when he is bayoneted.
Well, he got a 2, so he's fine.
Oh man, I mean, yay! I would never intentionally kill players in a game. This would never happen.
Never ever.
Certainly not on, the last or second to last turn. Absolutely not.
I would never kill Janes in a game either. No,
What?
no, that never happened. Right, James?
You're right.
Exactly. So I do find it slightly hilarious that you and Zendos both shot each other.
Alright, my combat's done. That side's basically routed. We need to roll
Is
for
there anything?
Commander Death. Let's see.
Did this get done?
Yeah, I just did it.
Okay, cool.
Haha! Cornwallis died. Take that.
Yeah.
Oh no! He's gonna be he's like the hero of the hour in the center too.
Wait, I have to inform ARP. He's going to be ecstatic about this.
Was that art?
Oh wow! I haven't even looked at the center.
Unfortunately, we have the worst loss to the American Army: the death of Cornwallis.
Do we think this is worth another turn?
No. This is it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Sorry, I'm not gonna go back and talk to him then.
Yeah, just waiting for you to say it's done for combat wise.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. So let's take a picture. Is that where it ended up? Something like that? So some units charging over here.
Yeah, one unit broke, but the other one was fine. So
They're breaking at 4. They're barely holding.
oh, did they break at 4? Oh, well, then I guess they're running.
And if they're breaking at 4, they're breaking. So let's see. And then they're charging up, shooting. Alright. So the question is, so do the Hessians cut off the retreat, or do they get back to the defense?
I think some units will just run at this point. But I with that center breaking, I think these guys are. I mean, I don't. There's no way that Welcott's getting out of that. No way in hell.
And Mirbach is still down here with an entirely fresh brigade. I don't think the American Army's getting out of this. Some Americans will get out of this.
Yep.
Plus, Washington's wounded.
Work around this. Maybe.
This is just a terrible day.
Yeah, I'd say this is a decisive British victory.
Well, yeah, obviously. Alright, let's bring him back to the lobby.
Oh,
Bring him on over.
start moving people.
Forcibly kidnapping them.
I will see you all in the lobby.
Oh, it's finished.
Oh,
Assume these are all the British generals we've captured.
Alright, allow me to share my screen.
Hold the game.
Alright, can everyone see that okay?
yep.
Alright, so here we are, in state. Someone's drawing some lines nicely for you guys. So most of the American army is running at this point, heading for the defenses in Brooklyn. So it was definitely a British victory, as it was historically. Americans had a tough fight. They were outnumbered and definitely lower in quality of troops. And I tried, the rules were tweaked for those who have fought in previous American Revolutionary War battles that I've done. I made the American militia and Continentals even weaker than before. Probably more realistic this way. You may have noticed the militia kept breaking very, very quickly, which is historic. So Americans had a very tough position. They had good ground. They had the hills, which helped them, and some defenses. And the British were nice enough to attack directly instead of trying to flank as they did historically. But even so, the British did win. The decisive moment, well, there's several, but one of the main ones I'd say is in the middle, the giant grenadier charge straight up here. You can see the grenadiers have gotten this far, and they're in the back lines of this line over here. And they are fairly highly disrupted, so they're about to lose steam, but they have just been a wrecking ball straight up the middle. And the British have a fresh Hessian brigade following up. They got 2 brigades here that are recovering. Over here, the Americans are pretty much running. The British are fairly highly disrupted after all the fighting. And so in terms of the aftermath, the Americans make it to their defenses here. And if we say it goes like it does historically, then the British would probably pause and allow the Americans time to escape overnight back into Manhattan. In terms of if the Americans did worse or better than historical, I'm not sure. Certainly they took a lot of casualties. But they didn't have that big flank attack, so they wouldn't have had as many captured, perhaps. It's kind of hard to say. So that's how it went. Everyone did really well. It was very chaotic. We had a lot of umpires and a lot of players, a lot of last-minute players. I think it worked fairly well despite that. Hopefully everyone had fun. And I'm going to stop talking and let the umpires share their perspectives first, and then we'll let the players go. So I guess, Ethan, you want to go?
Neat. So I was everyone's friendly local umpire, helping out on the American left. If you take a look at the stream, it was kind of, if I can get this general area was my zone of control. And honestly, I gotta give props to both sides because it was amazing. I got to sit there and watch 2 American generals basically verbally and non-verbally go, uh-oh, there's the Grenadiers. And I'm pretty sure the British said, yay, there's the Grenadiers, at the exact same time. Unfortunately, the British actually had, Leslie's Light Brigade coming up here on the extreme left. And apparently, because it's so light, it's actually just light battalions and cavalry. They were able to convince some Americans that there were still troops over here when they had already transported effectively the entire brigade to the right. Yeah, there wasn't much anything other than that. Put up an amazing fight, both sides. Unfortunately, the breastworks didn't exactly hold for a long time. Kind of got rolled over in 2 turns, unfortunately. So, good job, guys. You all did really cool on my side of the world.
Alright, thank you. McPanzer?
Yeah, I was half the British in that same neck of the woods, so I had the 2 flank units, I guess. I had Leslie's Lights and Cornwallis's Grenadiers. I think they both played really, really well. I think their games were really different, though. I was impressed by Leslie's discipline in kind of tying together the British left. He could have, I think, done a typical Kriegsspieler and just gone over the barricades when he got there on the left. But I think it ended up better for the Brits that he moved to join the main body and kind of anchor that left flank. So it wasn't particularly glorious, but I think he did the right thing. I don't think the Americans in front of him did anything wrong, and those lights really do move a little bit faster. In kind of the center, I also had Cornwallis's Grenadiers, and I think he did exactly the right thing. There wasn't a ton in front of him. He waited until Clinton had tied down most of the Americans, and then the fresh Grenadiers just kind of rolled over everything in the center. Cornwallis did a really good job of staying close to his units so he could make the right judgment calls. On the very last turn, he bought it, though. So on the very last turn of the battle, Cornwallis died. I didn't roll the die, and it hurt me a little bit when it happened. But
Sorry.
I think posthumously he's gonna get promoted, and his wife will get a pension. I had a blast. Thanks for both my players, and I can't wait for next week.
Thank you, McPanzer. Alright, Skrevsky?
So I had the British on the right flank here, on the British right flank, which was Percy and forgive me if I Dinkus. This was Dinkus' first game, So like at Kriegsspiel. So I thought you did a really good job. Both of you guys did a great job coordinating with each other and moving up that flank. So I think you guys did a great job pushing in, and then getting behind Welcott really helped. And just as I said, just really good coordination between these two, and they were able to roll up that flank slowly. And then the Continentals held for a while with the regulars at Bedford, and then but they were starting to get that charge pretty much broke it at the end there. And unfortunately, George Washington was also wounded pretty. He took a pretty medium wound there. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Just good job of that coordination, though, guys. It was really fun watching. So.
Well done. All right, Wolfton.
All right. Well, I will begin. It was very fun watching the British Grenadiers just continue their advance. That was fun.
Of course.
In the center, Clinton had a really tough job. I think he had the strongest rebel fortifications to overwhelm, and he did eventually overwhelm them. I'm sorry, but it basically cost his command in a sense. Luckily, with the Grenadiers, the British attack here had enough steam to actually continue and break apart the rebel center. I also did some umpiring on the right flank with poor Wolcott, who is about to be overrun by the Brits unless he makes a mad dash for it. He started out kind of in the southeastern-most fortifications over here, and immediately got outflanked, fell back, and it was a constant story of falling back and trying to prevent basically the southern flank of what I'm going to call the Bedford line from being outflanked, and he did a really good job in that. Other than that, that's it for me, so thank you.
Thank you, Wolfman. All right, let's hear from this CIC. So, let's start with the British side. Hal, is he still here? There you go.
So the main plan for the British attack was like Leslie will go for the far left and capture Brooklyn and then overturn the American flank. Percy will launch a wide flanking maneuver to outflank the Americans, like historically, but I didn't expect them to deploy so many men on our right. Clinton had the job of punching through the center and defeating the majority of the Americans, and I believe he and Percy did their jobs perfectly, and Leslie also did very good.
Alright, thank you. Washington, General Washington.
Alright. Actually, most of the planning will actually be to General Putnam because I offered to be Washington and I didn't get put in until the very last second. So it was quite interesting coming in and having to command an army with a plan that I didn't make. My props to Putnam, I think his plan worked quite well. And definitely he was more than willing to command and act as a general coordinator towards Sullivan's division. We kept sending a bunch of messages. I would actually offer him to say a few words, but in my position first was at the very front at Walcott's brigade. We saw the incoming British, and we began moving the forces that were in Alexander's brigade, which was kept as a reserve to defend the Bedford line. Eventually culminating at the very end with that defense of Bedford, while with Nixon's brigade, while the British were attacking towards the center with the Grenadiers. The line didn't quite break, which is good, but it was very clear that the position was fundamentally untenable at that point. Yeah, good job to the British. My props to everyone on my team. I think every single one of the Americans performed really well. This is a very difficult scenario to win, so I would not blame anyone here for their performance. I think their performances across the board were really good. Putnam, if you will.
Actually, do you mind if I add one more thing?
Yes.
Okay. I thought Washington's move to put Nixon inside of Bedford and create the defensive line is the only thing that saved the American army from complete destruction. So I just wanted to give Washington a quick shout out for that.
Thank you.
Putnam?
Yeah. So there was a little bit of a roster confusion. So I was the one who drew up the American plan, and then Washington sort of came in at the end, and he had to be briefed. He adjusted to the situation very well, and of course, had a very tough task put to him. So I think we did very well considering the circumstances. The plan was to put more than half of the army in reserve and just react to what the British were doing, and let them run out of steam and exhaust them and inflict casualties, and then send in the reserves and basically just stop them cold. The plan sort of went awry because the earthworks weren't necessarily constructed where I had hoped, for whatever reason. So we sort of had to adjust to that, and instead of sort of conducting a fighting withdrawal up the ridge, we instead sort of had to just try and hold the front line and send in the reserves where we could, which was very challenging. It's pretty fun. But I ended up sort of commanding the American right, so basically just Sullivan's division, but because he had 3 brigades and Sullivan could only be in one place at the same time, we sort of traded off and went back and forth. Hurd was over on the flank. I want to give him a shout out. This is his first Kriegsspiel. He commanded, those are some of the troops I suppose he left up there as the rest of the army was getting completely destroyed. But he did pretty well. I wanted to commend him for his performance. The British obviously did very well. I think the Americans did the best, however, because we're Americans, and because I'm loyal to my team. I proposed to shoot myself to spare my family the dishonor of hearing that I was captured by the Grenadiers, but I ultimately decided against it. Thank you, James and the umpires, for the game, and congrats, everyone.
Where did Putnam end up? Where are you? Oh, there you are.
I'm, that's me, yeah, right in the center.
Swept away with the massive men. Alright, we'll just go down.
James, do you mind if I go first?
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
10-6 here, and I want to shoot off this time.
Yep.
First off, props to the Americans. They obviously clearly had a very difficult scenario, and we outnumbered them, and it would have been pretty shocking if we'd lost. So I think their plan, from what they explained, was really good, and they did well. For me, it went according to plan. I decided actually 6 days that I was going to be hyper aggressive, almost like arrogantly foolish aggressive, and tie up the centre. And the attack, and that's what I did. And as I say, got over the entrenchments, which went fine. Got held by a second line, probably the reserves, and lost some troops. But with Cornwallis, they knew that the Grenadiers could, as happened, could punch through once I tied them, which went really, really well. So I was really pleased with me and Cornwallis how it went. Then maybe I was more hyper aggressive than I should have been, but that was what I decided to do. I think the plan was pretty good, and I think everyone did really well. And the new players obviously did excellently for their first game. Well done to you. And thanks a lot. And the umpires, I gave Wolf a hard time a couple of times. We were joking around, but did really well. Everyone else did well. The only thing that was slightly confusing from my point was the roster was slightly confused at the beginning, so I was slightly confused about what I actually was commanding. But otherwise, it was a great game as usual. Thanks a lot, James, for putting it on.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. All right, now working down, we'll go to Wolcott.
Yeah, so I had kind of like, I think, the shittiest position to deal with. Almost immediately, I was at my front line. I saw, okay, I've got a brigade that's going to engage me and one that's going to go around me. So I reported that. Was told that Washington and Putnam were going to handle it. I was like, cool. And then immediately a 3rd brigade showed up on my side, so making it 2 directly facing me. And that one went kind of around my left flank along the front hill there. So I pretty much early on decided, okay, I'm going to have to start fighting withdraw. In the middle of my fighting withdraw, I was then informed the second line of men I was supposed to fall back to had been taken to deal with the attack up north, the Bedford line, and I pretty much spent the rest of the game fighting backwards and waiting for the inevitable. You are now surrounded.
I would like to add, this might be the most successful fighting withdrawal I have ever seen in a Kriegsspiel game. That was impressive.
But otherwise, I had a blast. The first Kriegsspiel game I've been in that has actually resulted in fighting right from the get-go instead of marching around for the first couple turns. So I had a blast. Thank you to all the umpires. They were great. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. All right, General Alexander Leslie. And Kazan.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, no, pretty fun game. I think I had the light infantry, so I think I had some light brigades and some dragoons. I think I started off just marching up the coast. I know the plan was to flank them, but at some point I just ran into a fortified hill. So I either would have to attack up a hill without guns, without like heavy guns, or I would have to march through a swamp, cross over a stream, and hope that I can get the flank somehow. So I just decided to instead move to the center, help Clinton crush the center. And I didn't see much of the battlefield, to be honest. I think I was only fighting about 10 of the American units from beginning to end. But yeah, the choice to not attack the hill was basically I looked at what I had and I said I'm not gonna attacking light units into a fortified position without guns is probably not the best idea. So I thought I would come back to the center and support Clinton instead.
Sure. They're not bad. They were militia, so you may have you probably would have broken through them, but you didn't make a bad decision. All right. I can't, for some reason Discord won't show me the name, but the starts with a D. And there's an upside down guy with the sunglasses. Yeah. Go for it.
Well, this was my first Kriegsspiel game, so thank you for having me. I was up on the northernmost flank working with Percy, who helped me learn the game. He was fantastic. Thank you, Percy. And it seemed like we're marching up for a few turns, and the American regulars looks like they were about to put up a good fight. Unfortunately, the game ended it with a bayonet charge up on the very north, hoping that would go well. But looks like one of my guys will run away, so I guess completely not. But no, it was a really good, fun game, and glad you guys had me.
Thank you. All right. Where's next? Herd.
Yeah. I was on the far flank over there. It's also my first game. I basically could see absolutely nothing on the battlefield the entire time. My plan was to just hold at the hill. When I was notified they moved past me, I moved some troops to help, so they didn't get flanked.
Wait, did you not have a channel?
No, yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm not trying to find where.
I think he forgot to order to like move himself, so he was kind of further back for a little bit, I believe. But yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't as aware yet to say you move yourself. I was with my regulars, taking pot shots basically at the British lines. I was unaware of the break in the center though. So something to know for next time.
Yep. Well, good job holding the right flank of the American line. Your guys here are the last remnants of the army.
Yeah. Originally, I planned to attempt to use them for some form of flank, but I just simply because I couldn't see where the enemy units were, I kept them in reserve.
Yeah.
I'd planned to either send them to help in the where the main fighting was, but I didn't hear of the break.
Oh, okay. You did good. All right. Donnup. Colonel von Donnup.
All right. Yes. Definitely a highlight of my game was every time when an umpire came down and said, "All right, General," and I just started chuckling. Before they realized that I'm not a general. So I was, I guess, right in the center. I had a bunch of Hessians, as you can tell by the name. We had some breastworks. I decided to try and flank. I think I was facing Wolcott, so I guess I was doing my job by putting you in the worst position. And yeah, I had my brigade, my brigade kind of flank around while Smith, who was, I guess, also with me, he launched the frontal attack. So we got like an attack from two directions. I was quite surprised at how well the New Yorkers held up. They were pretty stubborn, but in retrospect, I really should have just charged instead of just shooting at him. But hey, still took the breastworks, and they're still all gonna die.
All right. Let's see. Cornwallis can't talk. Sorry you died. Clinton said his piece. Percy.
So I was on the right flank with Erskine, and I was delighted that the Americans apparently forgot to put up any kind of breastwork there. Also, I think they missed the chance of trapping us, because we had to go up that long windy road, and if they had blocked that road and put, I don't know, 1 or 2 units left and right, it would have been really tough. So luckily they didn't, and we could get past that one militia and then kind of roll up their left flank a little bit. It was good fun. Thank you.
Thank you. And the bad breastworks on the American side, that's my fault. Because I put them up last minute and I forgot to check what you requested, Putnam.
Oh, no, that wasn't me complaining, but I thought it might have been some sort of umpire subterfuge or something. So,
Yeah,
no
generally when you look at these sorts of things, you just say umpire subterfuge. So any umpire mistake is actually just part of the scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes,
Your men put them in the wrong spot. It's all Green's fault.
Yep.
Yeah, they're looking at the map upside down. Yeah.
All right.
All part of the plan.
Sullivan.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. It was a good game. I thought to the last 30 minutes we were on the verge of winning. I was hoping that Nixon was still in reserve and would come at the last minute and beat those Grenadiers back, because I was under the impression he was still there. Before the game, we were kind of worried about our middle because it was a little bit disconnected. Like the two divisions weren't really touching each other. So there was an opportunity to punch through there that we kind of recognized, I think, even during the planning stages. But it was also just hard because there were so many approaches that the British could come from, and we wanted to do defensive depth. And so we're kind of stuck to these fixed positions guarding the major roads. When the initial British attack came, I don't know, I didn't really panic because I wasn't surprised. If I was in the British position, I probably would have done the same thing, and they did a nice job just putting together a nice attack column, focusing on one section of the trench line and busting through it. But after that, I kind of had them in a kettle for a while where we were just shooting at them from all angles, and that was a nice period of the battle, and that built the confidence. And then the Grenadiers appeared, and I was like, oh no, but we had some reserves to deal with it, so I wasn't too worried yet. And then suddenly, my flank was gone, and the artillery was captured. I was like, okay, well, hopefully Nixon's around the corner. You know, it's been a little while, half hour, 45 minutes. Where's he at? And then the game ended the next turn. So
Nixon's up here.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was fun having Herd there. I enjoyed working with him. He did a good job watching the flank. Though I made a mistake honestly at the end because I wanted his brigade to turn to do enfilade fire, but I was too lazy to write a dispatch because I was like, dispatch will get there in the same amount of time it takes to talk to me, but I also didn't want to move because I was worried about the assault that was going on, so I wanted to be able to see what was happening. So I kind of rode halfway over to him, waved at him, and hoped he'd come to me, but it didn't work out.
That's beautiful.
Stop, just waves. Hey.
All right, last
So
one.
it was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Last one's Alexander.
Forgotten General Alexander. So the first turn, myself and Washington rode much closer to the front than I had anticipated. There was some confusion about if we were supposed to actually be co-located with Wolcott or not. But as the we saw the British doing that big sweeping flank attack, Washington and I rode back, and I took charge of one of the brigades that was about 4 units of militia. And there was a point where it was those 4 units of militia standing in front of the entire British attack. And I think that they actually punched above their pay grade there. They slowed the attack, and I managed to extricate like 3 of them. And I took the ridge, the troops from the ridge, and I launched a bit of a spoiling attack against the British as well, which I think let me extricate like the guys that were right in front of the line. And then they all stood in Bedford and died immediately after. But
They did held for one critical turn that they all 3 held, so I gotta give you props there.
no, they
Yeah, that spoiling attack was pretty. That worked.
I think they inflicted like 2 or 3 hits, and I was like, you know what, good. They've done their job. They've shot once. They can go home.
Yeah, I had to hold my advance because of them. Yeah.
All right. I think that's everyone. Glad. Seems like everyone enjoyed it. Glad you did. It's always. I don't like, although that's what I do, but I don't like historical battles as much because so much of the battle is determined by the numbers and the positioning. So I do like it when it mixes up a little bit. I'm glad to see the British didn't do an entirely historical route, and the Americans had a different defense. So it's fun to watch, fun to play. Glad everyone enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.